My sister Diane was a very caring person. She and I were best friends, and she took care of my mom. She helped her when my mother had diabetes. She got a scale and made sure she ate all the proper food. She's just a loving, caring person.
One of my favorite memories of her, we lived in a double in New Orleans, and we lived downstairs and she lived upstairs. And we would always go up there for all kinds of reasons, but we'd have to come outside and go up the steps and, back and forth. So one day we came home from school and my mom was like, oh, y'all go check something in the closet. And we went to open the closet, nothing was there. She was like, did they have anything special in the closet? I was like, no. She was like, go look again. And my aunt was in the closet. So we thought she was magic. We was like, how did you do that? We was looking all around the closet. My mom and my aunt had cut a hole in the closet leading up to her steps, so we didn't have to go outside anymore to go upstairs. So that was really cool.
As I stated before, my sister is very caring, so she didn't have any place to stay, and my sister had a 4-bedroom house, and so she offered her a place to stay and help her. So that's my sister, that's the type of person she was. And so she's just a caring individual. So we were getting ready to take a trip to Europe. And so I talk to my sister every day, 4 times a day in the morning, when she's going to work, when she's coming from work, when she goes to the store, when she gets home. So this particular day was a Monday, and I hadn't spoken with her, which is unusual. So I called her. She didn't answer the phone. I called the job. She didn't answer the phone because we were getting ready to go to Europe the following day. So she was at work taking care of last minute issues. So she didn't answer the phone. And then when I called her work, and I just let the phone ring forever, and the supervisor answered the phone, and I said, hey, where's Diane? He said she didn't come in. And I'm like, what? My sister never misses work. She had over 3,000 hours of sick leave. So I knew something was wrong then. And then I called my daughter to go by Auntie Diane and see what's wrong. And then she went over there, and so did a friend of mine. And that's how I found out. Because when I got to her house, there was yellow tape, so it was just devastating to see tape in front of her house. And normally we know what tape means. So that's how I found out that she was deceased.
When my mom called me, I grabbed my shoes and grabbed some other stuff, and I called the police, and they said, well, she needs to be missing for a period of time. And I said, well, she lives with someone who has a history of violence. So they, I guess they sent someone out. By the time I got there, the police was already there, along with my cousin. I called my cousin too because she lived closer. My cousin never answers the phone. She didn't at the time, but she did that time, and she answered the phone immediately. And as soon as we got on the phone, she said, hold on, that's my mom. She clicked over, and then she clicked back over without even me saying anything. She said, I'm on my way. So she got to my aunt's house first. When I got off the phone with her, I called the police, and that's when I had the conversation with them. And when I got there, my cousin told me not to go in along with my mom's friend. And they discovered my auntie physically. But yeah.
How do you live without a heart? My sister was everything to me. We went everywhere together. And I just can't believe she's not here. My life is not the same without her.
For me, it's numbed me a little bit, made me very distrusting and a little nervous. If people don't answer the phone, if people don't answer when I call, I go to the worst place. I don't give you in the bathroom or what? Like, they know. When I call, you got like 3 minutes to call me back. I don't give people chances because I'm afraid of what they might be capable of because of what happened to my aunt. And I can't believe she's not here. Like, I can't even all the way be mad at what happened to her because I'm stuck on it's not real that she's not here. So I'm kind of stuck.
I'm absolutely the opposite. I'm angry. I'm just totally frustrated and disgusted because it was my niece who stabbed her over 50 times. And that's amazing to know somebody that could do that to somebody. I don't know anybody that could hurt or harm somebody like that. And my little niece, I was her nanny, and she still called me nanny to this day. She's over 30 and she still calls me nanny. So to know that, first of all, to know a murderer and to know somebody in my family was capable of doing that is absolutely unbelievable for me. So I'm very angry, but I have had some conversations with God. And one of the things that helped me through this, because of my anger and just unhappiness, sadness, like living without my sister, was actually I was contacted by the DA's office, and a young lady, her representative, would offer me to go to programs, and well, we have this available and we have that available. And I was like, I don't want to tell my story to anybody. And she said, well, let me just give you the number. So one day I called the number, and I'm gonna be honest, I actually was so nervous about going because I didn't want to open my life up. Nobody could understand, in my opinion, how I felt. No one would understand this type of pain and hurt. And I went to a session, and it helped me. It actually helped me because I found that there were other people who had loss, and they understood my pain and my sorrow as they told their stories. I opened up and I told mine, and there was a lady there that said her son passed away, and it was around Christmas time, and she brought a blanket to the funeral home because she felt that he was cold. And as I'm listening to these stories, and I'm really, it changed my position, that I feel like I can get past this. There's so many things that I learned in that. And I only went to one session, but it was enough for me to get clarity and to understand death a little bit and pain, the pain that I was going through. So I am so thankful that I went to that session because of the district attorney's office. I'm not as mad at God as I was before, because I couldn't understand how he would take somebody like my sister, always open, always helping somebody. If you need anything, she's there. And then, actually, and I know you might not believe this, but that class that I went to, it helped me clarify about death and how it's okay to feel like this, and it's okay to grieve, and it's okay to be angry, and it's okay to have all these feelings that I had. That class summarized it, and I think it's because of the professionals that were there. They were able to connect with me, I felt, and I feel like the anger has gone. It's subsided somewhat, so I'm really happy about that.
I drink Fireballs. You couldn't pay me to touch it before. Disgusting. I drink Fireballs, and every once in a while when I get to dance, I do her little two-step. But that's about it. In every way that I can, I kind of incorporate her in my life.
And for me, every time I take a bubble bath, I look up and we talk. And I take a bubble bath a lot. So I speak to her on a daily basis because I'm used to talking to her all the time like that. So, yeah.
It's been about 2 years since this tragedy happened.
It has been. Feels like eternity without her, to be honest with you.
She comes to me in my dreams too, all the time.
And is she happy when she's talking to you? Are you like happy when you wake up from it? Like,
Yeah, and a lot of times in my dream, I'm like, you're not supposed to be here. She's like, oh girl, stop it. Like, just enjoy the moment. Like, okay, you figured it out. Good for you. Now we're here. Have this moment.